So I woke up early this morning, staying at mum and dad's place in Dorchester, just waking up, and there was this bright green light in front of me, and I squinted in the darkness and I could see it was like a DVD player or something, and it just had the word guide written in green digital letters and a red clock icon. So I was like, okay, whatever. Tried to get back to sleep, but I couldn't do it, and I thought, what was the last thing I was thinking about just before I came around? And it was this place. I was thinking about Cattstock Lodge. So I was working yesterday, and a mate of mine turned up at the farm, which he does occasionally, and just to say hi, just catching up and that. He's about the same age as me. We did a lot of growing up together. We went to the same school. Then we went to art college together for about 2 years. Did a lot of smoking together. And then we ended up working together for the same guy, doing sort of forestry and conservation work, working on nature reserves, that kind of stuff. And I think we worked together probably for about 8 years, I think. And it was the kind of friendship where you'd work together for 5 days out of the week, sometimes even 6. We'd do stuff on the weekend together. And then whatever day you finish working, we'd go out drinking together. That was the kind of friendship it was. And so he, but we hardly see each other now. I've been working on the farm, I think, for 3 or 4 years, just really part-time since I had my, what I'm just referring to now as like a mini breakdown, right? And this was going back now 4 or 5 years, like illness and all that. Fucking hell. But yeah, so he turns up and he's like, all right, how you doing? What's going on? And he's in like a, I would imagine second hand, but brand new looking pickup truck. And he looks well, he looks happy. And he's got his buddy with him who's working for him, so he's doing well for himself. And he mentioned he's in a relationship, and they've got plans, and she's sort of encouraging him to push himself and to build up his business and all this stuff. So it's really great that he's doing well. But he went on his way, and it wasn't really until the evening when I was thinking about, okay, so what am I being shown here? What is the universe showing me? My life took such a strange turn. It's not that relevant to get into it, it's been so long since it really started, and it went into high gear when I got ill. My immune system went wrong. That's what really made me sort of realise I had to start making changes. But what I was being shown there is this is where you could be if you'd stayed on the straight and narrow, if you hadn't gone off on the paths that you had, if you hadn't gone into this stuff on the internet, gone into this stuff on YouTube, and started not just learning about this stuff, but believing it and living this new truth and bringing it into being. So this was yesterday evening. I figured this out, that's what I was being shown, and I took it all on board, and I spoke to Julia about it. And she agreed with me, that's what I was being shown. And I've heard it was said to me very directly by, just happened to be an astrologer, just another YouTuber I was talking to. He said, doubt is the killer of all magic. And there has been a lot of magic in my life, and I can't deny it, but there has also been a lot of doubt as well. And I think I'm at that phase now where I'm realising I can't go any further with my journey until I release the doubt, and that's what it is. So my friend turned up, he's doing well for himself, and it's like, this is what you could have had, but this is not the path you chose, this is not for you. So I have to let go of that now. I have to let go of that fear that I'm not going to amount to anything in the context of like a standard way of living, a standard way of doing things. If I am going to amount to anything in this life, it's going to be by following my heart, by following my truth, wherever that may lead me. And I want to do the YouTube thing. I want to talk about this crazy stuff, and you know, it's my relationship with Julie. Yeah, like I say, this morning I woke up, I saw that this device on the other side of the room saying guide to me, and I was thinking about spirit guides and higher selves and this kind of stuff. I thought nothing of it. I tried to get back to sleep. Then I flipped on my laptop a little bit later when I woke up properly, and I've been watching this guy Adam Doughty, and he's talking mostly about law of attraction, 5D consciousness, this kind of stuff. And this is one of the new channels that started appearing to me once I cleared away all the diet stuff, once I said enough's enough. And like I say, all these new channels start appearing when you clear away all these old subscriptions, and you use the 3 dots to say I'm not interested, I'm not interested, and it's going to try and find something you are interested in. That is basically opening up a channel. Now, the universe is infinite in its resources and in its invention, and it will bring people into your life whether you try and hide from them. But these people are going to burst into your life somehow. You can't deny it, you can't fight it. And you know, information and concepts. But the age we're living in, because there's so much new information that needs to be brought here to this plane of existence, this is why we've all got a personal computer in our pockets, why we've got these mobile phones. So there is a downside to it and a dark side to it. The surveillance aspect of it, the complete lack of privacy that any of us really have anymore. But at the same time, these messages can come to you if you're ready and you're open and you're willing to just throw caution to the wind, maybe trust your heart, trust your intuition, and these messages will come. So someone turning up on your recommended videos, it's not fair to just say, oh, that's just by accident. There is an algorithm working there, I get it, but like I say, the universe is infinite in its resourcefulness. It can work through the algorithm, okay? What we're talking about here, when we're talking about the universe, we're talking about what people a long time ago would have referred to as God, an omnipotent, omniscient, divine super consciousness, okay? That's the same thing we're talking about, but to use these words, it's just, you can't do it justice what it really is, but it will speak to you, okay? And it definitely does speak to me. And so this Adam Doughty, he's there, and I just opened it up. There's this video. I'll write it on the screen now what it was called. I'll put a link in the description box below if you're interested as well. And so I watched it, I checked it out, and it's a meditation, it's a guided meditation is what it is. And I did this guided meditation with this guy. Oh man, that's crazy. I just looked at the clock on the GoPro, how long am I doing, and it was on 11:11 just as I glanced at it. And then, you know, 11:11 is the gateway, and I'm walking through this gateway in this hedge here, so fucking hell. This is it. This is what happens when you follow things. I saw my friend yesterday, and I said, okay, I'm letting go of that. That's not for me. It's talking bollocks on YouTube. That's for me. It's exploring abandoned houses, just random gardens. So I did this meditation, and it goes on for, it's like almost half an hour, this video, but the meditation goes on for a while. It's a nice beech tree. It's not a nice beech tree, it's just there is no word, there is no name, it doesn't need defining, it's just there, it's just a thing. It's beautiful. 12:22, glanced at it again, 12:22, fuck me. I did this guided meditation, and it goes on, and you go to a place, and you do this breathing, and you relax. You go down some steps, and I pretty much felt nothing, but I'm relaxed now. I get to the bottom of the steps, and he's like, okay, now you meet your higher self. And I saw myself in that red and white checkered shirt that I always wear. But it was me, but it was like a perfect version of me. And that's what the higher self is. It's like an ideal version of you. And in the meditation, you sort of, I'll let you watch it if you want to. I won't spoil the surprise, but you know, it was at this moment I just started weeping, openly weeping. And you embrace your higher self, and it's not an alien feeling. I felt it before. A feeling that everything's going to be all right. A feeling that all the doubt and all that stuff just evaporates. And he says, okay, now here's your opportunity, or something like this, to give whatever you want. whatever you can't carry, something like this, to give it to your higher self. And it's like I'm crying at this point, and I'm thinking, you know, take my pain. I'm giving my pain to my higher self. That's it, that's what I thought. Just take my pain. And I gave it to him. And I don't even know where it comes from. I couldn't tell you that anything particularly horrible or tragic has happened in my life that could stay with me like this, but we're talking about past life karmic debt. And we're talking about the collective karmic debt of the human race. Just centuries and millennia of unconsciousness. And it's like, we've got to clean this fucking mess up. We've got to clean this fucking mess up, guys. And you start here, you start with yourself. You've got to wake the fuck up. You've got to wake the fuck up, and you've got to connect with whatever is at the center of your being, your truth. That is ultimately what you seek. And then we start building outwards again from there. But that's it. I choose living in the woods. I choose living from the heart, speaking my truth. I choose making YouTube videos about it. Just don't fear anything. There is nothing to fear. Not the government, not these fake laws that they make, you know. Law, folklore, that's what it is. L-A-W-L-O-R-E. Sounds the same because it is the same. Folklore doesn't mean a thing. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to fear but fear itself, as they say. Amazing place. If you get a chance to come down here and have a look, do so. This whole place just must have been phenomenal back in the day. Thanks for watching.